What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Gelbeauty 87 here, aka Grace. It's time for another eyeshadow video. So we're on day, I want to say this is day 6 or day 5 of the eyeshadow palette. Yeah, this is day 5 of the cotton candy eyeshadow palettes, or the food palettes from BH Cosmetics. So this is what she looks like on the inside. I always love this palette because I love the pink and purple tones. It's like two cute little quads that I can combine together and give my own little perfect pink and purple look. So that's what we will be doing today. But if you like videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. We do a ton of eyeshadow videos here, although lately I've been kind of leaning a little bit toward fragrance, but so many great fragrances have been coming out, so I just couldn't help it. But I do have a series already on BH Cosmetics. If you're interested, you can go check that out. It's all the travel eyeshadow palettes for the different destinations that they did, so make sure you check that out. If you like a good fragrance video, though, since I talked about how much I've been doing fragrance, this is definitely a place for you as well. I've done a ton of new fragrance videos. So I did the 2 new Sol de Janeiro fragrances. I did number 39, and then I did Sundays in Rio. Then I've done the 2 new Brown Girl Jane fragrances that have come out, till this new one that they're launching soon comes out on September the 5th. So I did the first ever body mist that they had, and then I did their fragrance High Tea. Finally, if you like a good fashion video, make sure you head on over to my fashion channel. That's Fashion with Gelbeauty 87. I have not done fashion shorts here since I believe it was May. But I do still do my fashion shorts for anyone who's interested. So make sure you head on over there and check them out. I do a fashion short every day, and I do a long form fashion video every Friday. And you can help me pick what goes in that video based upon the polls I put in the community tab over there. So make sure you head on over there and check that out. Now let's get into this. So I'm gonna go off camera, get my life in order. I'm not sure what I want to talk to you all about. I'm thinking about talking about the Louis Vuitton situation. I already talked about it with my members in one of their exclusive eyeshadow videos, but I want to talk to you all about it and see how you feel about it, because I have a theory behind it. I've seen some commentary channels saying the same thing that I have said about it, but I want to get you all's thoughts. So I'm gonna go off camera, do this eye look, and then we'll come back and talk about what I'm talking about. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so this is what we're going with for the cotton candy eye vibe moment. So we used these 3 shades down here, and then 1 and 2 to create this look. It is much later in the evening now, because I had a few videos I needed to edit in order to make sure I had space on my phone to get this last video done. So I won't have a thick look at me, I think I'm sexy picture for this one outside, but you know, it's okay. You'll still get like pictures for your thumbnail, and that's my main concern. I still need to do my get unready with me, so that's another reason I'm trying to get this one done, so I can just get done for the night and just kind of chill and relax on this Friday night. What do you call it? I'm really just in awe about the price of Louis Vuitton like stuff or whatever. But somebody had this theory where they were saying like they feel like they're trying to make, like, you know, this be their like luxury thing that people can still afford, because people can't afford the bags and all that now, but it's like they can afford, like, you know, to spend $200 on a lipstick or $250 on an eyeshadow. So they're like, I can't afford the bag, I can afford the makeup type thing, you know, like with Hermes, because I feel like their makeup is a perfect example of that. Like nobody can afford the expensive Birkin besides like certain people, but it's like everybody wants to have a piece of luxury. So it's like you can buy a piece of luxury makeup, or you can go to one of their luxury restaurants to eat. So a lot of like restaurants have been popping up or whatever. So I'm like, I definitely see it, I can definitely understand where people are coming from with that, but at the same time I'm just kind of like, you know, to me that's even excessive, even for a luxury. Like $250 for a 4-piece eyeshadow quad, like that Pat McGrath made, when I can buy from Pat McGrath's website. Like, I don't know, I'd have to see what the formula is like of it and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I don't really care about lip products. So the fact that they like have, I think they're supposed to have like 40 lipsticks or something. I'm supposed to be like $140 or something crazy like that. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't pay that for lipstick. But I just don't care about lip products like that. I always say that, like, the easiest thing for me to declutter is like lip products, because I just don't care. Like, I can easily be like, get rid of these 10 or 15 lip products, because I just don't care. So for people who do care about lip products and stuff, I feel like, you know, like I wonder how they feel about like the 100 and whatever, I think it's $40 or $60 price point for like one lipstick, because I just can't fathom spending that type of money. I know my mom only wears lipstick, so I could see myself like getting her one that would be like her signature lip color. Like if they have one of those cranberry colors, I know like the older black ladies know what I'm talking about, or just, you know, like, I don't know what it is, but older black ladies love like a cranberry lipstick. I don't know what it is. Like I personally am not a huge fan of it. I'll use one every now and again, you know, when it's fall, and I feel like it fits a look. But like, it's like my mom's signature lip. Like, that's the only lip she wears for the most part. I think I had like one other one I convinced her, got her to wear, that she actually liked. And of course, it was one that like we were discontinuing. So I'm like, of course you would like the one that's being discontinued. But it's one from Patrick Ta that she really adores and likes. So I might end up having to get it, even though I haven't bought from him in ages. But yeah, with this Louis Vuitton thing, I'm like, I feel like it's just their way of being like, you know, it's luxury that you can afford, so you can still have a luxury item. But my whole thing is like, it's a luxury item that expires. I'd rather save up to get like a bag. The bag isn't going to expire. Like, it might go out of style, but it's not going to expire. And like, this makeup will expire after a while if I don't like use it. And if you're a person like me who has a ton of makeup in their collection, I'm not going to prioritize to use just this one thing to use it up. So I don't know. I just personally feel like the price point is too high, and I'm not feeling it for how much it's costing for a lipstick, because it's just a lipstick. It's not a revolutionary thing. I wonder how the formula is for $140 or $60, however much it is. And I'm wondering if they're refillable as well, because I feel like it should be refillable for that price. I saw they have lip balms as well. I definitely wouldn't care about those. I'd give more consideration to lipstick than lip balm. But either way, it's just not something I care about. If I was one of the people that was on their PR list, then maybe I'd feel differently. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a ridiculous amount to pay for something like that. So I'm like, I couldn't in all good conscience pay that type of price for a lipstick. I had a hard time paying, like, I think it's $50-something for the Westman Atelier one that I have. And I love the formula on it. I think it's very nice. I think it lasts a really long time. I think it looks beautiful on the lips. But it's like, I just feel like it's such an absurd price. So like, paying that price made me mad. And so paying the Louis Vuitton price would just be completely out of the question. And then with eyeshadow, it's like, I know you're not going to make colorful, fun stuff like I'm doing now. So it's like, I know like your eyeshadow is not made for me either. So it's like, your eyeshadow isn't made for me, and then like your lip products aren't made for me. So I mean, well, your lip products I can use, but it's like your lip products are just outrageous, and I don't care about lip products, so it wouldn't be something I would wear. So it's like, I don't see anything about it. Like, honestly, I would rather have one of those passport things that they have, like the passport holder, and just get it stamped at every Louis Vuitton for free. Because if you didn't know, like, whenever you go to a Louis Vuitton store, if you have their luggage thing, they will stamp your passport holder for free. So I'd rather do something like that, whereas I feel like it's an investment. I get experiences out of it, as opposed to this lipstick that can be used up in a while and will like expire if I don't use it up by a certain time. So I would recommend you doing that if you wanted to have a Louis Vuitton experience, and then that way you could have, you know, that experience, have that luxury piece, and then you can be like, oh, I traveled to this Louis Vuitton store and this Louis Vuitton store and this Louis Vuitton store, and hold on to it for a lifetime. I want to do something like that. I saw another lady, and that's how I found out that they let you do that, and I would definitely invest in that as opposed to investing in a lipstick, because I'm like, a lipstick is a lipstick is a lipstick. Not that, like, I'm sure it's a quite superior formula because mother was in charge of it. But it's just like, you know, with all the other things going on, I'd rather have, you know, experiences, and $5 lip gloss would be on vacation than, you know, worrying about having $160, $140 lipstick, and then, you know, not being able to go to somewhere, do too much of anything. So I'm just like, I'm good with not having that lipstick, but having the passport holder that costs a little bit more, and actually being able to get my passport holder stamped everywhere I go. Because to me, that's just a better experience. But, you know, you all can let me know what you think down below. Like I said, I wanted to hear what you all thought. Because I think it's outrageous. My members and I already talked about how it's outrageous. But since, like, you know, I haven't done an eyeshadow video to talk to you all about this in a minute, I figured I would talk about it in this one. Now, I don't remember if I talked about it in some of the earlier ones. We might be repeating it. My apologies if we are. But, you know, it was definitely something I had on my mind that I wanted to talk about. So I was like, we can sit here and talk about it. I'm excited about all these new fragrance releases too. Like, I am so excited. I'm living for the Brown Girl Jane and the Fleur and the Sol de Janeiro. So I'm just waiting to see, like, you know, which ones I like best. I'm hoping they have some of them in store for me to try. Because lately, Fleur hasn't been in store. Like, you have to buy it online, which I haven't necessarily been a huge fan of. Which is why, if you haven't noticed, I have not rushed out to get a whole bunch of them. Because it's like, I'm used to being able to try to smell it in store sometimes, see what I feel like. But ever since, like, Peach Skin and Beach Skin came out, like, ever since then, like, they have not had anything in store for you to try out. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that. Or if it's just cheaper to have it shipped to the Sephora warehouse and not have it shipped to certain Sephora stores, or what's going on. But a lot of brands have been doing that lately. And there's a lot of brands who used to be in store. And some brands that were never in store, I feel like they're definitely just going to continue on to not having it shipped out. But this is the finished eye look, y'all. You all can tell me what you think. I think it's a cotton candy dream, and I personally love it. But I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on how you're feeling about all these fragrance releases that are coming out, because I feel like they're coming out pretty quick, back to back to back. But I think I talked about in another video, I feel like it's because of the tariff situation that they're trying to launch all of it, so that way they don't have to have it sitting on a dock for a million years, expiring, and then they can push it out to customers before like the tariffs get too high and they have to raise it too much to where people won't want to buy it. Not to mention they're trying to make it to the black, and I'm sure they haven't had the same projections that they normally have because of the tariffs and all that. So I feel like that has part to do with it too. But let me know all your thoughts about all the stuff we talked about down below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you want to see more content from me, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video on the bubblegum palette. Be blessed, girl. Bye.